Okay, welcome guys sa subject natin for today, differential calculus, and today we will be discussing our topic, slope, wherein we will use yung napag-aral natin nung prelim na sa limits, no, to apply or find the slope of a given tangent line, okay? And then we will now go dun sa derivative natin, no? Kung paano natin i-perform sa derivative using increment muna tayo and apply also yung limit theorems natin. Okay? So at the end of the session, ano yung mga kailangan o sana makuha ninyo after this session? First one is ma-illustrate natin yung tangent line to the graph of a function at a given point. So pag di ba pag sinabing tangent line, ano lang siya, nagta-touch lang siya dun sa curve natin sa isang point. Then after noon, hindi na siya nag-touch ulit dun sa curve natin. So every point na meron tayo dun sa curve natin, meron siyang corresponding tangent line. Okay? And then apply natin yung definition ng derivative of a function using increment. So may property tayo na derivative by increment before we go formally dun sa basic formulas ng differentiation natin. Okay? And next is yung relate natin yung derivative of a function to the slope of a tangent line. Okay? So, punta mo tayo dun sa tatawag natin slope. So, in analytic geometry, meron tayong forms of line na tinatawag na makukuha natin yung equation ng line using yung slope natin. And sa geometry, ang straight line natin is defined as the simplest geometric curve sa um, dun sa geometry natin. So it possesses interesting and useful properties na napaka-vital niya to mathematical concepts. So yung straight line natin is given by the standard formula ax plus by plus c. Okay? So pag meron tayong formula nung mismong equation ng line natin, meron tayong pwedeng ma-derive sa kanya. Yun nga yung tatawag natin uh, forms of slope or yung forms of line using slope. Okay? So let's say for this given equation ng line na ax plus by plus c, derive natin siya all by uh, or gusto natin bawa kunin si y in terms ng lahat ng variable na yon. So what we can do is transpose yung first term and third term natin to the right hand side of the equation. So let's do that. So we have by is equals to negative ax minus c, and then we try to divide both sides of the equation by b. So divide natin by b para ma-isolate natin si y. So makukuha natin na si y is equals to negative a over bx minus c over b. So same lang yan ng form nung nasa taas. Pinaghiwalay ko lang yung term, no? Kasi may common denominator sila, pwede natin paghiwalayin yun. And then what is interesting dito sa formulang nakuha natin na in terms ng y is kapag pinag-uusapan natin si calculus or si given curve, si y is nagpo-pertain dun sa f of x natin. Di ba? So si f of x natin is yung equation mismo ng curve natin. And dito, si negative a over b, okay, dito, sa other textbook, ang tawag natin sa kanya ay slope ng line natin. Okay? And itong last na to, negative c over b, ito yung y-intercept natin. Na minsan tinatawag natin letter b. Kaya may makikita kayo equation, siguro pag nag-visit kayo ng analytical books, no, analytic geometry books, makikita nyo, y is equals to mx plus b. Wherein si m is yung slope natin, tinatawag natin m, and si b is yung tinatawag natin y-intercept. So itong formulang ito yung tinatawag nating slope form, point slope form formula natin. Okay? O yung slope form formula natin. Wherein si m yung slope, and pag pinag-uusapan natin si slope, yan si derivative. No? So later, babalikan natin yung statement na yan. So, balikan lang natin yung discussion regarding dito sa forms of line using slope, no? Kasi para review na din or introduction pa kung wala kayong concept nito. So meron tayong iba't ibang equation sa kanya. Meron tayong slope-intercept form, which is yung nakuha natin. Slope-intercept form yung tawag sa kanya. We have point-slope form. Ito yung equation niya. Ito yung equation niya. If kapag given yung, may given tayong isang point, tapos may given tayong slope. Okay? And then, 2-point slope form, kapag given naman si dalawang point, and then pinapahanap sa atin yung equation ng line and then yung slope. Okay? So, paano ina-apply yan? So, meron tayong simple example dito sa right side. So, sabi, find the slope and the y-intercept of the line 2x minus 3y is equals to 5. So, 2x minus 3y is equals to 5 is naka-standard form siya. So, what we can do is to isolate yung y and then combine natin yung terms na hindi y, no? So what we can do is transfer natin, transpose natin si y sa right side, si 5 sa left side, no? So we have 2x minus 5 is equals to 3y. Then we try to get the slope, yung y-intercept natin, saka slope. We will have y is equals to 2 over 3x minus 5 over 3. Again, based from our previous slide, ang magiging slope natin is 2/3 and magiging y-intercept natin is negative 5/3, which is pertaining dito sa dalawang to. Okay? So, next. So, ayan. Find the equation of the line through the point 2, 1 and perpendicular to the line x plus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. Ba't bigla nagkameron ng perpendicular din sa line? Kasi, ang lines natin, pwede siyang mag-intersect with each other, pwede siyang maging parallel and perpendicular. Pero paano natin malalaman kung parallel or perpendicular yung given lines natin? So, malalaman natin yan by using yung value ng slope ng mismong line natin. Okay? So, i-reintroduce ulit natin yung concept ng parallel tsaka ng perpendicular lines. Okay? So, unahin natin yung parallel lines or symbol, dalawang vertical lines. So, sinasabi daw na parallel ang lines natin. Kung halimbawa, ito yung given Cartesian plane natin. And then, let's say, ito yung line 1 natin. And then, ito si line 2. Okay? So, tawagin natin line 1 and line 2. Okay? So, si line 1 and si line 2 is may sarili siyang slope, no? Ibig sabihin, meron siyang value ng m kasi may sarili siyang formula for slope. So, may isang formula pa ng slope kapag given yung line na ganyan. Basta, alam natin yung value nung theta natin, anong orientation ng line natin from the x-axis, no? So, ibig sabihin, magkakameron tayo ng slope 1 and slope 2. Ngayon, para maging parallel siya, kailangan calculate niyo yung value ni m. So, si m, ang formula niya, pag ganito yung given, pwedeng maging tangent of theta. So, kung ano yung value ng theta, ita-tangent nyo lang, yun yung value ng slope kapag ganito yung given, no? Halimbawa may orientation from the x-axis. Ngayon, masasabing parallel siya kapag yung value ni m1 ay equal kay... Yes, yes.
Ano po yun? Tangent of theta po, yun ba yun?
Yes, yes.
Tangent. Sige po.
Para akong nasa Musileo nun. Okay. So, okay, going back again, para maging parallel siya, kailangan equal yung slope natin. Okay? So later, try natin yan. Ngayon, paano naman siya magiging perpendicular? O ang symbol natin, ganyan. Parang inverse na T, no? Magiging perpendicular naman yung line natin. Halimbawa, meron ulit tayong Cartesian plane. Let's say yung line natin is ito, tsaka ito. Okay? So ito line 1 and line 2. Paano natin malalaman kung perpendicular? No? So, syempre ito, meron siyang sariling value ulit ng theta. So, meron tayong value ng theta. Ito yung theta 1. Si theta 2, ito, no? Kung ano to. Okay? So, malalaman mo kung perpendicular siya kapag si M1, yung value ng slope nung line 1 is equal, or kapag halimbawa kinuha mo yung negative reciprocal nung M1, so, di ba may M1 tayo? And then, pag kinuha natin yung negative reciprocal o yung negative na kabaliktaran, so ang negative ni M1 ay 1 over M, di ba? Tapos negative nun, 1 over M1. Tapos kapag si M2 mo, nag-equals doon sa negative reciprocal nung M1 mo. So, ibig sabihin perpendicular sila. Ibig sabihin, kapag yung slope nung isang line is negative reciprocal nung slope nung other line, perpendicular yung mismong lines natin with each other. So, paano natin papakita yung example? So, solve natin tong given problem natin. So, pinapahanap is yung equation ng line through point 21. So, ibig sabihin, nagpa-pass through siya sa point 21 and perpendicular siya dun sa line na x plus 2y plus 4. So, kailangan marunong tayo mag-plot ng given figure, no? Or equation. So, let's say ito yung Cartesian plane natin. Ayan. So, meron tayong point na 2, 1. So, 2, 1. So, ito yung point na yon. So, kong P na lang. Okay? And then, kailangan plot natin itong x plus 2y plus 4. Paano mag-plot ng line? Pwede kayo mag-assume ng value kapag line, no? Bawa x and y. Mag-assume ka lang ng mga values of x para makuha mo si value ng y. Okay? So, si x plus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0. Gagawin natin in terms ni y. So, magigitong 2y is equals to negative x minus 4. Divide mo lang by 2. Magiging siyang y is equals to negative 1 half x minus 2. So, kung ano yung i-assume mong value ng x dito, sasubstitute mo lang dito sa formula to para makuha mo yung y. Okay? So, halimbawa, gamitin natin values negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, and 2. Okay? So, sasubstitute mo lang yan doon sa value yan. So, type mo lang isa-isa. So, negative 1 half. Okay, negative 1 half x minus 2. So, kapag negative 2 yung value ng x, ang y natin magiging negative 1. Pag negative 1, magiging negative 1.5. Kapag 0, magiging negative 2. Kapag 1, magiging negative 2.5. And then kapag 2, magiging negative 3. So, yung nakuha mong values dito, pwede mo siyang i-plot doon sa Cartesian plane natin para makuha natin yung direction o yung sense ng mismong line natin. Okay? So, negative 2, 1. So, negative 2, tapos 1. Ito yung first point. Negative 1, negative 1.5. Negative 1.5. So, ito yon. 0, negative 2. So, ito. Then 1, 2.5. So, ito yung 3. So, kalahati nun. And then 2, negative 3. Okay? So, sabihin yan yung sense ng line natin. So, kukonect lang natin yung line. Yung mga points. Assuming nag-intersect yan. Yeah. Basta i-assume nyo na nag-pass through lahat dun sa line na yan. Yeah. Yan, sabihin natin yan yung line natin. So, ibig sabihin, ito si x plus 2y plus 4 is equals to 0 pag ginraph natin. Okay? Ngayon, yung kailangan natin is yung equation ng line na magpa-perpendicular dun sa line na magpa-pass through doon ng 2.1. So, yung line na yon magpa-pass through dito and then magpa-perpendicular doon. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung line na hinahanap natin. Okay? Equation ng line na yan, yung hinahanap natin. O ito yung ating required line. Okay. Again, para makuha natin yung value niyan, kailangan yung slope ng given line natin, yung slope nito, no? Kung ano yung value ng slope niya, kukunin natin yung negative reciprocal niya, yun yung magiging slope ng line 2 natin. Okay? So mula dito sa na-derive natin, no? Ito may makikita tayo negative 1 half. Ito yung magiging slope natin based dun sa discussion natin kanina, di ba? Ito yung slope natin. Ito yung y-intercept. So, meron tayong slope na negative 1/2. So, ang negative reciprocal niyan ay, so dapat yung magiging M2 natin is negative reciprocal ng M1. So, that will be negative 1/2 pag binaliktad natin is 2 over negative 1. Tapos times negative, so that will be 2 na lang. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, yes? Okay, so M2 natin is equals to 2. So, meron tayong point, meron tayong slope. So, pwede natin gamitin si point slope form. Okay? So, that is y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. So, y minus, kung ano yung um, designation ng point natin, no? xy yon. So, kung ano yung value ng y, siya ay 1, is equals to, yung value ng slope natin is 2 times x minus 2. So, this will be 1 minus 1 is equals to 2x minus 4. Tapos, gawin mo lang standard form. So, magiging ax plus by plus c yung ano natin, format natin. This will be 2x minus y, then minus 3 is equals to 0. And this will be the equation na line na hinahanap natin for the given problem. So, ibig sabihin, ito yan. Yan, yung equation ng line na yan is yung na-calculate natin yan. Okay, question? Naintindihan kaya ito?
Sir, saan po nanggaling yung ano? Yung negative 1/2.
Negative
Negative
1/2 mula dito. Yung ginawa natin in terms ng y yung given, di ba equation natin? Ito yon. Tapos kinuha natin.
Sige po.
Di ba katulad yan ito kanina dito sa ano, yan, sa example natin. Kung ano yung value ng first term dun sa naka-equate, yun yung value ng slope natin. Okay?
Thanks po.
Okay? Next. Yan, application naman daw ng tangent line. So, babalikan natin si limit, no? Yung slope daw ng tangent line to the graph of f at x sub 0 is the limit of f at a certain point with x sub 0 is given by the given limit. Pero saan ang galing yan? So, let's say meron tayo ulit, side discussion ulit tayo, no? Meron ulit tayong axis dito. Okay? Dun sa axis na yan, let's say meron tayong given curve sa kanya. Halimbawa, ganyan yung curve natin. Okay? So, kung halimbawa, ito yung given line natin. So, ito si y is equals to f o yung function of x natin. O yung function in terms of x o yung y function natin. And then, halimbawa, may 2 points tayong kukunin sa kanya, no? So, kung may 2 points tayong kukunin sa kanya, halimbawa, let's say, itong point na to, and itong point na to, tawagin yung P and Q. Okay? So, once na nag-pass through tayo ng line sa kanya, ano yung makukuha nating line? That is a second line, no? Kasi nag-pass through tayo ng dalawang points dun sa curve natin. And si slope natin, magiging significant siya kung yung distance ng points natin is nearer dun sa point natin. Kasi di ba yung ginagawa natin dun sa limit dati, na-assume natin na yung distance nung ano natin is closer and closer dun sa point na kino-consider natin, no? So, imagine lilipat natin ng position si Q, no? So, mula dito sa naka-indicate na position, lalagyan ko siya ng positional next position na bawang ganito. So, pag naglagay tayo ng intersection, second line pa din siya, no? Pero pag halimbawa, almost nandun na siya sa sa position ni P, anong line na yung mapo-form natin? Diba? Halos kung halimbawa kung nandito na almost yung value ni Q, sabihin natin Q prime, no? So, ibig sabihin is another position ni Q. Pag nandun na halos yung position ni Q, magiging value na o magiging itsura na nung line natin is tinatawag natin tangent line. Okay? And once na yung distance natin is approaching 0 mula doon sa dalawang point natin, tangent line na siya. Okay? And kapag given yung function and yung distance natin, makukuha natin si slope using yung limit theorems natin. Okay? Given yung formula na si slope is equals to limit of the original function minus f of x sub o. Ibig sabihin kung saan mag-approach yung line natin o ano yung selected line natin, sa substitute lang natin yung value na yun over x minus yung value ulit ng x sub o natin. So, paano natin i-apply yan sa example? So, let's say ito, sa example na to. Let f of x is equals to x cubed minus 1. Show that there is a line tangent to the graph of f at 1, 0 and find its equation. Okay? So, pinapahanap yung tangent line dun sa point 1, 0. Okay? So, may given tayong point 1 and 0 and then may given tayong line na f of x is equals to x cubed minus 1. So, para mahanap yung equation ng line na yun, so, kailangan may given tayong point, pwede natin gamitin si point slope formula, no? Na ang given is y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. Pero hindi natin alam yung value ni m, no? Si y1 tsaka si x sub 1 may given na tayo. Ito yon. Wala pa tayong value ni m. So, gagawin natin is perform natin yung formula given on the previous slide, no? Na si m is equals to limit of f sub x minus x sub 0 over x minus x sub 0 as x approaches x sub 0. So, si x sub 0 is kung ano yung initial point, no? So, dito, assume natin na si x sub 0 natin ay 1. Okay? So, yung slope natin will be equals to limit of x as limit of f of x minus f1 over x minus 1 as x approaches 1. Okay? Substitute lang natin. We have limit. F of x natin is x cubed minus 1. And then f of 1 natin will be, substitute lang natin yung 1 na value dito sa formula natin. So that will be 1 cubed minus 1. Okay? All over x minus 1, x approaching 1. Okay? So, itong equation na to, 1 minus 1, so this will be 0 na. So, ka-cancel out na to. This will be limit of x cubed minus 1 all over x minus 1 as x approaches 1. Okay? Tapos, nakita natin, meron tayong fraction na mas mataas yung degree ng numerator. So, para ma-simplify natin to before we perform yung ating pwede namang i-perform ay bago natin i-perform yung limit theorems natin, pwede natin itong i-simplify. Paano natin masa-simplify? By using division ng polynomials. No? So, paano din i-divide to using division ng polynomials? So, we have x cubed minus 1. Edi, dapat i-represent mo yung x squared tsaka yung x tapos tsaka mo i-minus yung 1. Kailangan lahat ng corresponding variables na degree is kasama, no? Para pa nag-divide. So, x cubed divide x cubed plus 0x squared divide x minus 1. So para magka-x cubed, kailangan multiply natin by x squared. So this will be x squared minus x squared. Sorry. This is x cubed. X cubed minus x squared. Then minus natin. This will be positive x squared. Tapos bring down yung 0x. So para magka-x squared, kailangan multiply natin yung x minus 1 by x. So x squared minus x. So minus ulit, this will be plus. So this will be x minus 1. So x minus 1, divide ng x minus 1 para magka-meron nun, times positive 1. So x minus 1, this will be 0. So ibig sabihin yung x cubed minus 1 over x minus 1 natin, pwede na siyang i-represent as x squared plus x plus 1 dahil dinivide na natin siya, no? And then ito, saka na natin siya perform yung limit natin, limit theorem natin. So this will be limit of x squared plus limit of x plus limit of 1. Okay? So lahat sila approaching 1, di ko na lang sinulat. So this will be 1 squared plus 1 plus 1. So this will be 3. So since may value tayo ng limit, therefore nag-exist siya, no? And kapag nag-exist siya, ibig sabihin yung slope natin will be equals to 3. Okay? So once meron na tayong slope, pwede natin i-apply yung slope form formula. So y minus y sub 1 is equals to m x minus x sub 1. So y minus, again, this is x1 and y sub 1. So this will be 0 equals to m na 3 times x minus 1. Simplify, this will be 1 equals to 3x minus 3. And then change to standard form, this will be 3x minus y minus 3 is equals to 0. And this will be the equation nung line na tangent dun sa curve natin at point 10. Okay? Question?
Sir, pwede naman po hindi i-simplify, di ba?
Pwede din naman. Kung halimbawa i-rerecta natin na i-limit, pwede din naman. Same din naman siguro yung magiging. Dapat, same. No? Pero pag hindi natin sinimplify pala, magiging yung denominator natin will be 0. Kasi di ba magiging limit x minus limit 1. So magiging 1 minus 1. So magiging undefined yung value mo. So you have to use algebraic manipulation o pag-divide siya para ma-simplify yung equation natin. Kasi tingnan, ito ilagay ko na lang. Kung halimbawa hindi natin x cubed minus 1 over x minus 1, pag in-apply natin sa limit, so this will be limit of x cubed minus limit of 1 over limit of x minus limit of 1. Mangyayari, this will be 1 cubed minus 1 over 1 minus 1, which is undefined na. 0 over 0 siya. No? So, baka sabihin mo, DNE agad siya, no? Wherein kapag sinimplify natin using division ng polynomials, may nakukuha tayong value, nag-i-exist yung limit natin.
Sir, medyo hindi ko gets yung pag-divide ng polynomials.
Okay.
So, yung x minus 1 divided by x3, x2, x tsaka minus 1 po ba yun?
Okay, isulat natin ng mas maayos to, no? Okay?
Sige po, medyo magulo po kasi. Pasensya na po.
Okay. So, kailangan pa mag-divide ng polynomials, lahat ng degrees dun sa polynomial natin is kasama, no? Since ito x cubed, ibig sabihin meron siyang x squared and x na walang value, na 0 ang ano niya. So, ginawa ko x cubed plus 0 x squared plus 0x minus 1. So, hindi naman natin na-violate yung x cubed minus 1. Same pa din siya. Okay? I-represent lang natin lahat ng terms. Kasi once na nag-divide tayo ng polynomials, kailangan present lahat yung ano natin, yung terms natin. Okay? X minus 1. Kaya ang technique sa pag-solve ng polynomial, division ng polynomial is, kailangan yung first term natin, makakuha tayo ng gantong term para ma-eliminate siya. So ngayon, mag-iisip ka ng number o ng variable, saan mo pwede i-multiply si x minus 1 para magkameron ng x cube. Okay? Para magkameron ng x cube, kailangan mo multiply mo siya ng x squared. No? Pag minultiply mo si x squared, nagiging siya x squared times x minus 1, x cube minus x squared. So parang dinistribute mo yung x, parang mangyayari, di ba? X squared times x minus 1, kaya distributed siya. Ito yon, no? And then kailangan eliminate mo sa x cube, kaya ma-minus mo siya. So since minus to, mag-change sign ka dito. So si x cube may eliminate. So si x squared, 0 plus 1, matitirang x squared. And kapag nag-division tayo, once na meron tayong sagot, kine-carry down na natin yung kasunod na digit. Okay? Then ngayon, ang problema mo ngayon, ito naman. Paano ka magkaka-x squared mula sa x minus 1? Saan mo multiply sa x minus 1 para magkameron ng x squared? Kaya, pag multiply ka ng positive x. So, positive x squared minus x. And then, perform ulit subtraction. So, change sign ka ulit dito. This will be x. Then, bring down mo yung last digit natin na x. No, negative 1. Then, ngayon, saan natin multiply si x ngayon para magkameron ng x? Edi sa 1 lang, plus 1. So 1 times x minus 1, that will be 0. So ibig sabihin yung simplification ng x cubed over x minus 1 is the same as x squared plus x plus 1. Okay?
Sige sir, gets ko na po. Thank you po.
Okay. Yeah, so hindi ko na
Sir,
yes.
sir, paano po pag yung cube may kasama po siyang number? E di yung kasunod po na x squared. Kunyari po yung
Ano,
x cube, ang number po niya 3.
Hindi, 3x
Adi-
halimbawa.
Opo.
Kailangan
Adi magiging kasunod po 2.
3x squared dapat.
Ay, hindi po. I mean po yung paglagay po dito sa ano. Yung sa division po.
Dito, halimbawa x. Dito.
Hindi po, dyan po.
Tapos,
Mayroon po kasama po siyang number, 3x cube. Yung sa example po, kunyari po, example natin 3x cube minus 1 po.
pag may 3 siya sa unahan, edi kailangan yung multiply mo dito sa x minus 1, may 3 ka kasama dito. May 3 ka dito. Kasi kailangan mong eliminate dito yun. Para pag nag-minus ka ng 3 dito, magiging 0 siya.
Ay, hindi po sir, yung I mean po yung doon po sa 0x squared, may, edi ang number po niya dapat 2 or 0 lang po.
0 pa din. Kasi sa x cube lang naman yan.
Okay po. Sige
Ito
po.
nilagyan
Thank
ko
you
lang to ng 0 kasi wala tayong x squared tsaka x dito sa given function natin. Okay? So, ibig sabihin sa value niya, wala siya nito. Kaya nilagyan ko lang ng 0. Para on track tayo dun sa pag-bring down nung terms sa division. So, madaming pwedeng algebraic manipulation. Pwedeng may tinatawag tayong kung gusto niyo i-check, meron pa tayong synthetic division, no? Alam ko siguro sa high school na napasadahan naman to synthetic division. Pwede niyo i-check 'yan. So ang ginagawa sa synthetic division, halos ganun din. Kinukuha naman yung mga coefficients, no? So I guess siguro additional ano lang to. Sa inyo in your part, no? Para kapag halimbawa, kaya pag halimbawa yung limit nyo is does not exist, better check nyo muna lahat ng possible manipulation na pwedeng gawin sa kanya, no? Na hindi pwedeng mag-arrive kayo sa conclusion na does not exist agad siya. Like for example dito, nag-0-0 na siya, which is, halimbawa sa choices, halimbawa multiple choice question siya, and sa choices wala naman does not exist. Ibig sabihin may kulang pa kayong procedure na pwedeng gawin dun sa given problem natin. Okay? Okay, another example dun sa ginagawa natin. So, halimbawa daw yung f of x natin is 4 minus 3x. Show that there is a line tangent to the graph of f at 0.04 and find this equation. Okay? So, yung point natin ngayon is 0,4. Okay? And yung f of x natin is 4 minus 3x. So, kunin na agad natin si slope. So, f of x, okay, sorry. That is limit f of x natin minus f of x sub 0 over x minus x sub 0 as x approaches x sub 0. So, for this given example, gawin natin x sub 0 or initial point. Yung sa point natin is 0. No? This will be limit of x approaching 0. Then f of x natin, kopyahin lang natin, 4 minus 3x. And then, substitute natin yung 0 dun sa 4 minus 3x. So that will be 4 minus 3 times 0 all over x minus 0. Simplify, we have limit of x approaching 0. So this will be 4 minus 3x minus 4. This will be 0 na. No? Tapos 4 minus 4 will be 0. So matitira negative 3x over x. Okay? And to pag kinancel out natin, that will be limit of negative 3 approaching 0. And ito, by limit theorem, limit of constant is the constant itself, negative 3. Therefore, nag-exist yung slope natin o yung line natin, which is m is equals to negative 3. Okay? Then once na meron na tayong slope, meron tayong point slope form lang ulit tayo. Okay, so y minus y sub 1 is equals to m times x minus x sub 1. We have y minus, ito yung x natin, ito yung y. So that will be 4 is equals to negative 3 times x minus 0. So that will be y minus 4 is equals to negative 3x. Change to standard form lang, we will have 3x plus y minus 4 is equals to 0, which is the equation required for this particular problem. Okay? Okay tayo dito?
Yes po.
Okay, next. Ayan. So, ngayon punta na tayo sa derivative using increment na. So, okay na yung sa slope ha. Basta yung discussion natin regarding sa slope is hanggang dun lang. Then ngayon sa derivative, si slope nandun pa din kasi si derivative itself is pertaining dun sa slope na tinatawag natin. Pero ano yung slope na yon? So, una, define muna natin si increment. So, an increment of x denoted by change x o delta x is the change in x as it increases or decreases from one value, x is equals to x sub 0, to another value of x is equals to x sub 1. So, si delta x daw is yung change nung sa point natin. So, halimbawa si delta x yan. So, kung meron tayong change ng one value from x sub 0 to x sub 1, so ang delta x natin or yung change in x natin will be equal sa x sub 1 minus x sub 2. Okay? So yung difference nung dalawa. Similarly, this also applies sa y denoted as delta y lang. So ibig sabihin pag delta y pinag-usapan natin, meron tayong y1 minus y sub 0. Ibig sabihin, yung initial tsaka yung bagong point. Yung point minus initial, point minus initial. Okay? So, okay. So, tinatawag sa differential calculus sa average rate of change. So, pag sa figure, later di-discuss natin yung sa rate of change thoroughly, no? Pero pag dito halimbawa, may given tayong function, f of x. Kapag halimbawa, magkakameron tayo ng change in both direction of x and y. So, yung original na function natin will be y plus delta y is equals to f tapos x plus delta x, no? So, kung halimbawa, kung magkakameron tayo ng change in position. Okay? And then si y natin, pwede natin represent as f of x. So this will be f of x plus delta y is equals to f x delta x. Okay? Then kung halimbawa gusto natin hanapin si delta y, dilipat lang natin sa kabila si si f of x. Yan. And then if we want to find the average rate of change, so meaning yung change in y and change in x, divide natin both side by delta x. So itong equation na na-form natin, ito yung tinatawag natin average rate of change o yung differential natin. Okay? Yung average change of y in terms of x. So yan yung pinaka-formula natin when dealing with differentiation. So yung discussion niya ito. So halimbawa yung ratio ng delta y and delta x is the slope of the line joining 2 points in the curve, no? So again, meron tayong points dun sa curve natin. So let's say tawagin natin tong point P ulit and point Q. Okay? And yung slope ng line na makukuha natin dyan, okay? So ito, meron tayong second line, no? Nag-pass through dun sa ano natin. Ayan. So yung slope niya, makukuha natin using yung formula natin kanina for slope. Pero as yung change in x, alin ba ang change in x dyan? Kung ito yung initial position ng x natin, ito sa A, and ito yung position next position natin, ito yung x sub 0, x sub 1, meaning ito yung delta x natin kasi ano siya, difference siya nung new point minus initial point. Dito sa y, ito yung ating y1, ito yung y0 natin. So, ibig sabihin, itong distance na to is yung delta y natin. Okay? Nakalagay dito as delta x o yung distance natin ng A at B approaches 0. So, kung halimbawa daw, halos maging 0 na siya o ibig sabihin halos maging nandito na din siya sa point na to. Tulad yung nangyayari kanina dun sa explanation natin along the curve, no? Kung halimbawa, mapupunta na dito sa Q, malapit na kay P. Again, ang makukuha natin is a tangent line na. Okay? So, yung sabihin pa, nagka-tangent line ka ulit dyan, okay? Makukuha mo daw yung slope nun, yung average rate of change, by using yung limit pa din natin, no? Pero, i-apply natin yung formula ng ratio ng delta y over delta x. So, the slope nung line na magpa-pass through dun sa yan. So, itong slope na to, yung slope nung line na yan, so, nandyan na din somewhere dyan si new position ng Q, no? Kaya nagkameron tayo ng tangent line. Yung limit na kukunin natin dun sa ratio ng delta y and delta x, yun yung tatawagin natin derivative of y with respect to x. Okay? Kaya, nagkakameron tayo ng formula ngayon, derivative using increment, as shown, no? Wherein yung y is equals to f of x with respect to x at the point x is equals to x sub 0 is defined as the derivative of the function is equals dun sa dy dx, ibig sabihin ibang representation lang ng f prime of x, is equals dun sa limit nung ratio natin, nung average rate of change natin, as yung delta x natin approaches 0. So, ayan, sinubstitute lang natin. Then, provided the limit exists, we will have our derivative of the given function. Okay? Ibig sabihin, ito daw yung formula para makuha yung derivative ng function natin. Okay? So, apply natin sa example ngayon. Okay? So, side note, derivative using increment, other symbol na ginagamit para sabihin derivative yung hinahanap natin. No? Pwedeng dxy, dxfx, or y prime, or ddxfx. Ibig sabihin derivative of the function x with respect to x. No? Ibig sabihin ito. Okay? So the process of finding dy dx for the given y function is called differentiation. So if the derivative exists, f of x is said to be a differentiable function. Okay? So if the limit exists or meron tayong makuha derivative, ibig sabihin differentiable function yung given sa atin. So to simplify siguro yung ating derivative by increment, dinivide ko sa tatlong step yung ginagawa natin. First one is perform natin yung um, function x plus delta x minus f of x. After nun, i-divide natin siya by delta x. And then, hanapin natin yung limit if it exists. Okay? So, same formula din pero sinapchap lang natin to 3 parts para mas siguro procedural yung steps natin. Okay? So, let's try sa example. So, find the derivative of y is equals to f of x of x squared minus x. And also find the value of the derivative if x sub 0 is equals to negative 1 and x sub 0 is equals to 3. So if you have basic knowledge or previous knowledge of differential calculus, anybody knows the derivative of this function, x squared minus x? Pero may alam ng derivative nito? Para for checking natin. Meron ba? May nakakaalam? So, kung wala, ang derivative ng function na to, for checking later on, is 2x minus 1. Okay? So, dapat makuha natin sagot using yung limit natin is 2x minus 1. Again, nalaman ko na 2x minus 1 yung sagot kasi by next week, yung topic natin next week, by formula na yung gagawin natin. And by formula, mas madali na natin siyang makukuha kung paano. Pero we have to discuss itong derivative by increment to appreciate kung saan nanggaling yung concept ng derivative. Okay?
Sir, so hindi pa tayo mag-exam next week?
Yes, I'll be moving our exam the next week pa. So 21st ang exam natin.
Sige po.
Okay? Kasi nag-ano tayo nag mental health break tayo last week. So I need to sa subject ko lang yun hindi ko sinasabing sa lahat ng subject yun doon sa atin lang. Okay? So sa atin lang yung sa 21 ako magbibigay ng exam. Okay, going back. Okay, pinapanap yung derivative. So first step natin, ano nga yung nakalagay sa first step? Kailangan kunin natin yung f, x plus x minus plus delta x minus f of x. Okay? So, ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung original function mo, lalagyan mo lang ng delta x sa unahan, tapos ima-minus mo dun sa original function mo. So, ang function natin is x squared minus x, no? So, ibig sabihin yung x squared, gagawin mo lang x plus delta x squared minus x plus delta x. So, ito yung una. Ito yan. Ito pa lang yan, no? Then ito, minus f of x natin. So, x squared minus x. Okay? And then, simplify natin. So, paano pag-simplify niyan? So, kailangan mag-expand ng function. So, high school naman alam na siguro or pakibalikan na lang. X plus delta x, pag in-expand, that will be x squared plus 2x delta x plus delta x squared. Okay? So, itong pa lang yan. Yung first term pa lang yan. Minus, i-distribute na to. Kasunod, no? Okay, distribute. So, that will be negative x minus delta x. So, ito yung sa first term. Minus, ito pwede ko na itong i-distribute. So, that will be negative x squared plus x. Okay? Simplify. Ano ba pwede simplify dito? So, wala, no? Pwede na natin pag-minusin to. So, negative x tsaka x will be 0. Okay? X squared tsaka negative x squared will be 0. So, matitira sa function natin is 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus delta x. Okay? So, ito yung sa step 1 natin. Ito yung naging sagot sa step 1 natin. Step 2. Di-divide daw natin siya by delta x. So, we have 2x delta x plus delta x squared minus delta x. di-divide daw natin by delta x. Okay? Para ma-simplify, i-factor out ko muna yung delta x sa numerator natin. Maging 2x plus delta x minus 1 over delta x para mag-cancel out yung delta x. So matitira is 2x plus delta x minus 1. Third step natin, ililimit natin as x approaches 0 yung function na nakuha natin sa step 2 as delta x or approaches 0. So this will be limit of 2x plus limit of delta x minus limit of 1. Okay? Pero dito, since delta x yung nakalimit natin sa ilalim, all other terms na walang delta x treated as constant. So, ang limit ng constant is the constant itself. So, this will be 2x. Then ito, magiging 0 minus 1. So, yung derivative natin will be equals to 2x minus 1, which is the same nitong given natin dito sa taas na pinredict natin na magiging derivative ng function natin. Okay? Question? Okay. Yung next question is, ano daw yung magiging value kapag x sub 0 is negative 1 and x sub 0 is 3? So, gagawin nyo lang, isa-substitute nyo lang yung value dun sa na-calculate natin equation. Okay? So, mula kay A, sorry. Okay? Kay A, so, derivative is equals to 2x minus 1. So, substitute natin, si x is equals to negative 1. So, this will be 2 times negative 1 minus 1. So, y prime will be equals to negative 2, negative 1. So, equals sa negative 3. Ang sagot sa letter A. Sa letter B, that will be y prime is equals to 2x minus 1. So, x is equals to 3. So, that will be 2 times 3 minus 1. Or equivalent sa 6 minus 1 or y prime is equals to 5. So, yung answer natin for A and B are 3 and 5. Okay? Okay tayo dito?
Sir, so bali sa 21 po yung exam.
Yes, yes.
October 21. Sige
Yes,
po.
yes, yes. Okay, next. Find the derivative of y is equals to square root of x. Then find the value of the derivative at a for f or for any value of x and x sub 0 is equals to 9. Okay? So kapag derivative by formula, dapat ang makuha natin this will be x 1/2. So pakita ko lang yung step na ginagawa pag derivative by formula. Pero I will not explain anything yet. So dapat ang makuha natin sagot later on is 1/2 times 1 over square root of x. Okay? So dapat ito yung maging sagot natin later. Para doon sa derivative natin. Okay? So ngayon, find the derivative ng given function natin and find the value for any value of x and x sub 0 is equals to 9. Okay? So step by step ulit tayo. First step is f x plus delta x minus f of x. So that will be direct na natin, no? So this will be x plus delta x square root minus delta x. Okay? And paano tayo nagsisimplify ng radical sign na ganito? So what we can do is to get the conjugate of the given function. So conjugate, ibig sabihin, same lang yung value, same lang yung terms, basta different lang yung sign ng second term. So ibig sabihin mo, multiply mo siya by x plus delta x plus square root of x all over square root of x plus delta x. So again, ito ay yung ating conjugate. Okay? And pag sinimplify natin yan, so yung numerator, since minus yan, magka-cancel out lang yan. Pag sinimplify, that will be x plus delta x minus x. Okay? So, itry nyo na lang i-distribute isa-isa, no? Kung nalilito pa. And kapag chinek nyo, ito lang din yung magiging final answer nyo. Okay? Over yung nasa ilalim niya na x plus delta x plus square root of x. Okay? Simplify pa natin. X minus x, so pwedeng mag-cancel out. So this will be delta x all over square root of x plus delta x plus square root of x. Okay? Yan yung first step natin. Ngayon, sa second step, ano yung second step natin? Lagay lang natin ito sa taas. Long space. Okay? Second step is di-divide natin yung nakuha natin by delta x. So ito yung nakuha natin, delta x over square root of x plus delta x plus square root of x. Divide lang daw natin ng 1 over delta x. No? So ibig sabihin, pwede ito mag-cancel. Yung magiging answer natin, 1 over square root of x plus delta x plus square root of x. Okay?
Sir, but hindi po natin pagsamahin din yung x, delta x, tsaka square root of x?
Itong nasa denominator.
Opo, yung nasa baba. Ba't
Ah.
kasi po pinagsama niyo yung nasa taas sa yung numerator?
Hindi siya itong sa ilalim, iba siya ng condition dito sa taas. Yung nasa taas, hindi siya actually pinagsama, pinag-multiply siya. So, yung square root natin will be eliminated. So, ito magiging x, pag-multiply nito, magiging x plus delta x. So, ito, magka-cancel out siya. And then, pag sinimplify nga, magiging 4 terms yon. And matitira sa kanya is itong tatlo lang. Itong condition sa denominator, magkaiba siya ng tawag to. Kumbaga kung sa variable siya, magkaiba siya ng sense. No? Kasi square root of x plus delta x yung isa delta x lang. So hindi siya pwede pagsamahin. Okay?
Sige pa, thank you pa.
Okay, sa number 3, ilalagay na natin siya sa limit, no? So limit of delta x is approaching 0. So 1 over square root of x plus delta x plus square root of x. Okay? So ang mangyayari ay okay. So mangyayari, substitute natin. So this will be limit of 1. And then si radical sign again, pwede natin i-change into exponent form, no? So this will be limit of x plus delta x raised to 1/2 plus limit x raised to 1/2. Okay? Then simplify. Ito is again limit of delta x approaching 0. So this will be 1 over this will be limit of constant na lang din kasi delta x yung pinag-uusapan natin. So x plus 0, 1/2 plus x 1/2. Okay? Kung makikita natin, the same na ngayon. X raised to 1/2 na siya kasi 0 pag pinas natin sa x will be x lang. So this will be 1 over 2x raised to 1/2. Which is kapag inano natin, 1 over 2 square root of x. Which is the same nitong predicted natin, derivative natin. Okay? So this will be our derivative for this problem. And para sagutin yung A and B, sabi for any value of x. So ang sagot natin sa letter A will be yung derivative itself na, no? Kasi walang in-specify na value ni x. So ito yung sagot sa letter A. Then sa letter B is kapag equals naman daw sa 9, no? And alam natin that will be 2 times 3 or 1 over 6. Okay? So this will be yung sagot sa A and B. Okay, malinaw po ba? Or gets po ba yung pagkuha? Or isa pang example?
Sir, isa pa. Saan pa po nanggaling yung 1 over 2 din?
1 over 2, saan? Dito.
Yung Hindi, yung pangalawa po dun sa limit tapos delta 0 then
Dito,
limit 1
dito.
over. Yan,
Oh.
yan.
Yung sa property ng radical sign, saan ko ba pwede ilagay? Na kapag meron tayong bawa, side note na lang to. Bawa square root of x equals, di ba siya sa x raised to 1/2? Or bawa meron tayong n raised to x, baguhin natin. Gawin natin x raised to m, tapos naka-root siya na n, equals yan sa xm over n. Okay? Hindi ko ba ito na-discuss mga previous discussion? Parang side note. Hindi ko ba na-discuss to? Parang property ng ng radical ng exponent sa radical sign. Okay? So pag may nakita kayong radical sign, pwede siya maging exponent. And sa square root, ang nangyayari kay square root, di ba? Square root of x. Si x meron siyang imaginary 1 na exponent lagi, no? And kapag square root, may automatic alam natin na 2 'yon. Okay? So kaya nangyari equal siya sa x raised nung exponent ni 1 over yung degree ng root natin na 2. Kaya nagkameron ng 1/2. Okay? So kung halimbawa magkameron kayo ng bawa ay 4th root of x cubed. So anong value niya in exponent form? That will be x raised to
3/4 po.
okay. So yun lang yun. Okay? So property ng radical and exponent. Okay? Sige, another example before we go. So ang pinapahanap lang is yung f prime x or yung y prime natin. Okay? So 1 over x. So by performing ng bawa yung by formula, no? Perform ko lang para pinapakita ko lang din. This will be x negative 1. So negative 1 x negative 2. So yung answer should be negative 1 over x squared. Okay? So check natin kung ito yung magiging answer natin. Okay, so next week di-discuss natin tong by formula, pero now ako lang muna yung nagsasolve ng by formula, no? So applying yung 3-step rule natin. So step 1 natin, fx plus delta x minus f of x. Okay? Again, yung function natin is ito. So that will be 1 over x plus delta x minus 1 over x. So para ma-simplify ito, what we can do is to get yung common denominator nila. So x times x plus delta x. Okay? And then di-divide natin to dun sa given. So this will be x minus x plus delta x. Okay? So kung may nakita kayong siguro video sa newsfeed nyo, nakikita nyo yung kapag nagko-combine ng fraction, ang nilalagay nila ganun. Kung ano yung equivalent nung ito, multiply mo, ito pag multiply mo, tapos pag-a-addin mo yung product nila, tapos over yung product nitong denominator. Yun din po yun dito. Okay? So, 1 times x ay x. Tapos, ito, naka-minus tayo kaya minus x plus delta x. So, iyan yun. So, addition itong cross multiplication natin. Tapos, yung nasa ilalim is product nito. Kaya meron tayong ganyan. Okay? Kung nalilito kung paano nakuha yung ito. Yun na lang. So, product nito, tapos pag-addin ninyo over yung product nito. Okay? Simplify natin, we have x minus delta x all over x plus delta x. Okay? So, cancel out natin yung x. Matitira is delta, negative delta x over x times x plus delta x. Okay? Step 2, di-divide natin by delta x yung nakuha natin. Okay? So meaning, ito di-divide natin ng delta x. No? So, nangyari lang, cancel lang natin to. That will be negative 1 all over x plus delta x. Okay? Then step 3 na tayo. Limit of delta x approaching 0. So negative 1 all over x plus delta x. So this will be limit of negative 1 all over limit of x. Tapos multiplied by limit of x plus delta x. And delta x approaching 0 tayo. So this will be negative 1 over x as x plus 0. So this will be negative 1 over x squared, which is the same nung na-calculate natin shortcut kanina. Okay? Question? Okay, so siguro to properly practice tong problem na to, I'll be giving an activity regarding derivative by increment. Okay? So yun yung activity natin for midterm na lang para ma-practice kayong mag-solve nung mismong derivative by increment natin. Okay? So, if you don't have any more questions, this ends our lecture for today. Okay, so